Imagine feeling safest in your own home, only to have that safety shattered in a moment. Senior Airman Roger Fortson was simply enjoying a peaceful FaceTime call, unaware that deputies were mistakenly targeting his apartment. A knock on the door was the only warning before tragedy struck. A peaceful night turns perilous. Senior Airman Roger Fortson, stationed at the Special Operations Wing at Hurlburt Field, found himself ensnared in an unfolding nightmare within the sanctuary of his own home.
Hello, I'm a citizen.
And I'm the government. It's peacekeeping.
Congratulations, TikTok star. Now the world knows how stupid you are.
It began with a soft knock at the door. Roger asked, "Who's there?" But silence was the only reply. Minutes later, a louder knock echoed through the apartment. Peering through the peephole, Roger saw nothing, no one to justify the disturbance. Meanwhile, on the other end of a FaceTime call, a witness confirmed that Roger was simply at home, not causing any disturbance.
I will admit that this was a very tragic and traumatic incident.
This crucial detail underscores the tragic possibility that the deputies had indeed targeted the wrong apartment. In moments, a misdirected response turned deadly.
Hello, I'm a citizen.
And I'm the government.
My friends and I have been concerned about you using excessive force.
Why would you?
Roger Fortson was killed last weekend. We know that. The Air Force says he was a senior airman deployed with the Special Operations Wing at Hurlburt Field in Florida, and he died at his off-base apartment. A local sheriff's department says a deputy was responding to a disturbance call.
Off me! Get off me! I'm serious. I didn't do anything.
Well, more bodily functions in the news this morning. The next time you pass gas, make sure no police are around. A man in West Virginia faces assault charges after police say he passed gas and vandalized the officer.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump says that Fortson was on a FaceTime call with a woman. According to Crump, she says that Fortson was alone when someone knocked on the door, but when he asked who was there was no response. After a much more aggressive knock a few minutes later, Fortson checked the peephole but didn't see anyone. And that's when the woman says that he became concerned. He got his gun, which he owned legally. Then deputies burst through that door, saw him with a gun, and fired.
Not every situation calls for your patented approach of shoot first, shoot later, shoot some more, and then when everybody's dead, try to ask a question or two.
According to Crump, the woman said there was no disturbance during her call with Fortson, and she believes deputies went to the wrong apartment. The lawyer, Ben Crump, issued a statement. In part, it says, quote, "We are calling for transparency in the investigation into Roger's death and the immediate release of body cam video to the family. His family and the public deserve to know what occurred," end quote. Now, the deputy who shot Airman Fortson has been placed on administrative leave.
Oh, Manny, I'm going to give you a paid vacation.
The Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the local state attorney's office will investigate this shooting.
In the quest for justice, transparency becomes a shield and a beacon. Amidst the shadows of uncertainty, Attorney Crump's voice rises, demanding the release of body cam footage. This plea mirrors the cries of countless others affected by similar tragedies, where the sanctity of home was shattered by errors in address and excessive force.
Jackson and his attorney announcing today a lawsuit against Okaloosa County. What Hernandez said he heard was actually an acorn that fell hitting his patrol vehicle, and Jackson turned out to be unarmed.
Pat him down, make sure you don't have any weapons on him.
These incidents are not isolated, but part of a disturbing pattern that questions the protocols and practices of law enforcement. The family demands answers, and so does the public. The truth must come to light. This is not just about one incident. It's about a recurring nightmare.
These Americans proved to be no obstacle at all. Search the hotel?
Yeah.
You've done well to secure this position. That could bode well for promotion.
You have to act so mean. Don't you know you're a human being?
You have chosen to be the enforcement mechanism for the law. You have sold your soul for a paycheck.